Hey folks, Ron here. Um, this I'll just make a short little video. It's been a while since I've done some videos to my channel, so I figure I'm going to do some more videos for you folks and try and answer some questions um, and do it in such a manner that they are reposted within the existing posts. So I recently received a comment um, on one of my videos as to what do I mean by roll off. So let me discuss what I mean by the term roll off. When we're shifting, whether it be double clutching, clutch in, or clutch in, float out, or floating, we're using a method of depressing the fuel pedal, the throttle, either slowly or quickly. Well, you could say slowly when you're coming off, but to what does that mean? When I say roll off, there's a torque or a pressure that is on the stick, and you can feel it. If you start to pull out of a gear or push out of a gear, and you don't have your foot on the clutch, and you start to press against it, there's a restriction there, and you can obviously feel that restriction. When I say roll off, what I'm saying is roll off the throttle, which is comes slightly off in a slow manner till you can feel that pressure start to give. And when it's giving, the stick will start to move. The gear shifter will start to move towards neutral. That's where you just don't want to continue. You want to kind of float it there. You want to kind of hold the throttle there and now reduce and release or roll off even more slightly so that, boom, it goes off into neutral. It removes the torque that's holding the gear shifter in gear, and you can't just grab it and pull it out of gear. You've got to have the engine speed matching your road speed so that you can easily move it out of gear. Okay? So when I say roll off, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about a slow maneuver that is in conjunction with feeling the torque on the gear shifter. The other question, and the same thing, roll on, bring it in. You've got neutral, and now you're starting to go into the next gear, and you haven't actually, grinding it. You just started to move it into the next gear pocket, and you can start to feel the rub. You're not pushed into the rub. You can start to feel it in your hand long before you can hear it with your ear. And now, again, you need to match your road speed with your engine speed, either by rolling onto the throttle and letting those RPMs come up if you're downshifting, or you're letting the throttle come down to where you can feel it, and it'll start to go kind of and as you get closer to the road speed match to the gear or to the engine speed, it'll start to and it'll suck right in. Okay, next question, or not really a question but a comment, is that the manufacturer of the transmission says that you cannot do shifting in this manner, float shifting in this manner, because it's detrimental to the transmission. Listen, we've been doing this type of shifting for decades. Saves on the clutch, saves on the drive shaft, the U-joints. But if it's not done properly, yes, you can do damage. For warranty purposes, companies have just simply said, don't do it, use the clutch. We can tell if it's done improperly. Well, let's look at an auto shifter transmission. Now, this is a manual transmission used in many, many, many trucks on the road today, in a 10-speed or an 18-speed or a 13-speed auto shift. It is a manual transmission that the company has simply removed the gear shifter and put some solenoids on the top of the transmission and hooked it up to a computer. Do you think for a moment that that computer is pressing the clutch for you to do the shift? Not hardly. It is float shifting. It is using timing methodologies between the computer matching the RPM to the speed, and then the sensors that are saying, okay, there's the gear pocket, and pop it into the next gear. Okay? Auto shifters are float shifters in an automated sense. So if you do it right, you're doing it exactly the same way. If you do it wrong, you're going to screw things up. Simple. Okay, let's make that a wrap for this particular video. I'll put it up on YouTube when I stop, when I park for the night. By the way, I'm in my newest of my fleet trucks. I'm in my Volvo now, called Lil Green, and I'm going to post up images of Lil Green. I've had her for 4 years. She blew a bull gear and was in an RV storage unit for 3.5 years. So just got her back on the road. Got the bull gear thanks to Lance and Corey, my personal mechanics, for a job well done on doing a very frugal bull gear repair. And at some point I'll explain what happened in another video. So subscribe to my channel. That's well appreciated. And I will do what I can to get more videos up. Let me know what you want. Thanks. Have a great day. Drive safe.